Welcome to RATETHISGEAR.com. Today I'll be doing a video review of the Title Eternal 16-ounce training gloves. These gloves are pretty new to the title boxing lineup. They've only been around for just a few months. I got very interested in these because I saw some pictures of them online and on the catalog, and I figured these gloves could be the type of gloves that I'm really interested in because of their design. They seemed very compact. They also had a short cuff, which I really like. But when I got these gloves out of the box and I opened them up, I was kind of disappointed in the padding of these gloves. As you can tell, they're about 2.5 inches here at most. This camera could get this whole area here. So they're not very well padded, and the padding is very dense, so it's a little hard. So that was one of the biggest drawbacks for me right off the bat, because as you can tell, if you look at the glove, is wide. And on the pictures and online, it looked to be like a puffier and more padded glove than it actually turned out to be. It has a Velcro strap. As you can tell, it's pretty long and it stays on fairly well. These gloves give pretty good wrist support. They're also flexible. You could open up your palm, make a really good fist. Now let me talk about some of the drawbacks. Number one, these gloves feel a little lighter than 16 ounces to me. Also, this Velcro strap, one of the problems I have with it is that Title uses this plastic-like material here, and making this area where the Velcro straps in a little bit harder, sort of like a cardboard. And a lot of times in sparring, what happens is this: if you don't fasten it right away, or if you kind of get your hands caught up, this part seems to stay out because it's hardened, and this edge becomes a little sharp because of the craftsmanship, I guess, and because of this hard plastic, making this, you know, in sparring you could get cut in a sparring session. So that's one of the biggest drawbacks for me. The other drawback for me was that these gloves, the thumb area here, it keeps your thumb in this sort of position. As you know, I like gloves that offer you more of a natural feel. It's very hard to find gloves like that. It all depends on the construction. Some gloves that I've seen do offer that a little bit more than these. So the gloves and these keep your hand in this sort of a position, so it's not as natural. Also, in the craftsmanship of these gloves, as I noticed, and this sort of happens with a lot of the gloves, that the thumb compartment here could have been just a little bit longer. For example, in the right hand glove, which this is, it's a little bit better than the right hand glove. So if you have longer thumbs, or bigger hands, for example, with longer fingers, this could be a little bit uncomfortable for you. Aside from that, let me talk about the construction of the glove. This glove is all leather. The stitching is fairly decent, I would say. I wouldn't say it's super high-end, super high quality. It's fine. The quality of the leather is decent as well. It's pretty soft. As you can tell here, I don't know if the camera will catch it, the 3 ventilation holes here and also here as well. The grip bar is placed in a really good spot, so you can make a really good fist and doesn't get in the way. It's not too big, it's not too small. I think overall these gloves should hold up. I'm not too sure. You do need some time to break these gloves in. In my opinion, they might be a little bit hard for sparring because of the foam. And again, if you're wearing this with the wraps, I think that it will offer you a little bit more padding because of the wraps. And I think what happens is that the thumb area will get pushed back a little bit because with all the extra padding that you'll have. So, you know, it might not be a big deal breaker for you guys. So I hope you've enjoyed this review. Here's the last look here. And most importantly, if you had a different experience with these gloves, please log on to RATETHISGEAR.com and write your own review. Whether it's positive or negative, everything counts. So thank you for tuning in, and I hope this review helped. One more last look at these gloves. Thanks for tuning in.